unless we conduct a test. There are about 600 levels from year to year, and if you sort of broadly divide them, at least 6 levels, and within each level there are 99 levels. So if your body, if you are very deep, and I insert a syringe, a needle in your hand, and you don't feel any pain, it means that you are at delta theta or between theta and NSI state. And if this is done through hypnosis, under hypnosis you can find out how deep a person is. You have to make them go through a test, and that requires time, but that can be done. To find out whether you can alter your memory, you can alter the experiences of your life. For example, painful experiences, can you alter them? And if you are that deep, yes, you can alter them. We call it reframe. You can reframe them. So the experience remains the same, but the emotional content changes or reduces. Okay? So one of the things that you can do is one of the good techniques that you can try. How many of you have health issues? Anybody here? Young people, of course. No health issues? Sometimes anxiety?
Lower back pain.
Lower back pain. And your spine is okay?
Yeah.
So it means it is a muscular spasm.
Exactly.
Right? Now muscular spasm is caused by tension and stress. Too much of stress. Right? Number one, you have to learn to let go. Because sometimes we tend to hold on to things. And when we hold on to things, the stress comes here. Now we may not realize this when we are asked that please let go of things. We say, I'm not holding anything. To give an example of what I'm talking about. What is the weight of this? Hardly some gram, maybe 5 grams, 10 grams. If I ask you to hold it for 5 minutes, you will be able to do it. But 1 hour, difficult. 1 day, oh God, you can't. This is exactly what happens. So the weight and the size of the object that we are holding or the issue that we are holding is not important. It is how long we are holding. So if we do not let go of things from our mind, every day is a new day. When you wake up in the morning, forget what happened. Just take out important issues from the past so that you need to solve them. But whatever else has happened, learn to let go and move on in life. So for that, and even for irritability, anxiety, high blood pressure, or stuff like where you feel anger and not so good, always hyper, you do what is called sound meditation. Very powerful technique. And you do it 15 minutes every day, not more than that, because you get bored. I'll tell you. The objective of the sound meditation is to be able to learn to remain objective in life. When you go for a movie, you enjoy the movie, right? You love the movie, you have popcorn and soda, and then you enjoy the scene, if it's especially Indian romantic movie, and the dances and the songs and all. And of course, if it's an English movie, the thrill, action. But when you come out, you know what you saw was a movie. You don't become a part of that, right? Unfortunately, in life, we become a part of it. We cannot maintain a distance. We cannot control our emotions. So in a situation where, let's say, a boss is shouting at you, you feel hurt, you feel offended. It is because you cannot take yourself away from that situation, your emotions away, and see it as an objective issue. For example, the reason why he's shouting at you is either he's mad, or he's sad, or he is angry because you have not been able to do what he asked you to do. So in any case, if you can remain objective, you will not feel hurt, you will not feel disgusted, you will not react to a situation, because our reaction is a response in every stimulus causes a response. So if the response is a reaction, then we are at the affect end, we are not at the cause end, right? There are few people in this world who are at the cause end. They cause things and we are at the effect end. So if you do not learn to become objective, you have issues in your life. This exercise is done to help you to watch the sound. Now, if it's a very weird kind of a thought. How do you watch a sound? You listen to a sound first. So you close your eyes and sit in a reclining. It is important that for this technique you have to sit in a reclining position. Okay? And put your hands over here and close your eyes. Pick up a sound in the room which is continuous, monotonous. For example, the sound of the air conditioner, the sound of the fan, the sound of the clock, tick, 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 tick. And listen to the sound. Try to get absorbed initially. Now what happens as you are listening to the sound, other thoughts will also come. Either pertaining to the sound or what is in your subconscious, you're supposed to do, the memory, everything. As they come, let them come and let them pass. And then again put your thought onto the sound that you're hearing. Which means what you're learning to do is that there's a task of focusing on the goal, and there are obstacles and distractions that are coming onto the way, and you're not distracted. And you come and you just see them and let them go, they go away, and you continuously focus on the goal. This helps to reduce hypertension, helps in diabetes also, and many other conditions. But of course, don't stop taking medication. Don't do that, ever do that. This is just a complementary stuff. So with your medication, if you're taking it, this can be of great help. This helps to calm down children who are anxious during exams, before exams or during exams. And if they do it over a regular period of time, they will remain calm. And when you remain calm, you are able to recollect and remember whatever you have learned during your tests. Okay? The other thing, this is again very simple. This is for people who want to experience, to go down to a deep level of meditation and experience what it is like. Then depend, take and assume a comfortable position. Make sure you don't go to sleep, and make sure never do this when you are tired, because you are bound to go to sleep. Close your eyes and just mentally visualize as if there's a screen in front of you. All the numbers from 500 to 1 backwards, as if they're coming 500 and fades and 499, 498, 497. Take about, depends how good you are in visualization, but maybe between 25 minutes to 1 hour. And once you reach to a level of 1, then sense how do you feel. Maybe your body becomes very heavy or very light. Suddenly you feel as if you are floating in the air, or maybe on the water. Something very interesting. 500, not necessary for young kids like but you can try it out. Just don't fall asleep, because you will never experience after one what happens to you if you fall asleep. Any questions? I think time is up. I have to finish up. Any questions? Yeah, eyes closed. Because the whole day we keep our eyes open. So what else is worth enough to see?
Question: How old is this knowledge? I mean, is it now being taught in schools?
Yeah. I teach it in USA. I teach it in Europe. I teach in Pakistan, India. I thought we might be starting in Dubai soon.
So it's a new knowledge?
It's a new knowledge.
Okay.
It's a very ancient knowledge, but the technology is new. See, the ability to help an individual slow down his brain frequency was there 500 years before Christ also. But it would take time. You need to spend time with the teacher for a couple of years. But now we have technology. See, people used to travel on horses. So how many days does it take if you want to go from Dubai to Canada? I don't know, months maybe. But today, couple of hours, 16 hours. Dubai, Emirates, non-stop. 16 hours, that's it.
So what's the next step after this? Is there anything you're proposing?
Well, we would be doing it. We will talk to the organizers, and we will be doing this next month maybe in Dubai.
Like a session about this?
The whole training, yeah.
The
2 days training, yeah.
It's a 2 days training.
It's going to be 2-day training and about 7 hours daily, 6 to 7 hours maybe daily. And in the end of the 2-day training, we will make you go through a test of whether this works or not. And you will be able to sense information which is not there.